Good morning, and good morning, Rose. First, I would like to thank you all for the invitation to come and welcome you to Tulsa. On behalf of the Tulsa City Council, you are truly welcomed to the city of Tulsa. I would like to invite you to the historic Greenwood District, also known as Black Wall Street, and I invite you to learn and become immersed in that history of Black excellence. For those that may not be aware, during the 1921 race massacre, which occurred over 18 hours from May 31st to June 1st, so we recently commemorated the massacre, a white mob attacked residents, homes, and businesses in the Black Greenwood District. They tried to burn us out. That's in essence. And it was not a riot, as you may find in a lot of history books, and not a lot, some. But it was in fact a massacre. This event remains one of the worst incidents of racial violence in this country. And for a period of time, it remained one of the least known. Particularly, this is significant and important because just last year in the legislative session, the state of Oklahoma basically has outlawed or banned Black history. For those that may be aware, Florida, I believe, has done or is in the process of doing the same thing, banned a lot of books. I will say that I grew up here, and I didn't learn about the massacre until I was in my 30s. And I am a product of the public school system here. So I think that speaks to the point of our history and the significance of Africans in America. News reports were largely squelched despite the fact that hundreds of people were killed and thousands left homeless. But that's not what I want you to remember. That's not what I want you to walk away from. What I want you to remember and take away today is the resiliency of Black excellence. You see, because the love of self, the love of one another, and the love of community is what sustained us. And in less than 5 years after the massacre, Black Wall Street was rebuilt. Not from the assistance of government, but from the assistance of other communities, other Black townships that existed in the state of Oklahoma. But that's the resiliency that I want you to leave and remember as you visit Tulsa this weekend. So as you visit, please learn and patronize the Black-owned businesses. As I've seen several T-shirts, you are very much aware that we are celebrating Juneteenth as a nation finally. But you know, Tulsa has been celebrating Juneteenth for many, many years, and I am one of the co-founders of the Tulsa Juneteenth festival that we are hosting. So that's why I will be leaving as soon as I finish, because I'm one of those counselors that actually work. I have to cook, I have to put up chairs, I have to do whatever it takes in order for us to have a successful Juneteenth, and so I actually have to get out there and work. So again, I hope to see some of you there. I want to invite you. Tonight is the kickoff of our festival. We have a young lady named Valerie Harding. I don't know if you know her, but she was on the 22nd season of The Voice. She is from Tulsa. She's from Muskogee, but she lives here in Tulsa, and she will be our headliner tonight. And then on Saturday night, The Whispers will be our headliner. And so we have we have a lot of vendors, focus on Black entrepreneurship, of course, and so just encourage you to come and enjoy and celebrate the festivities of our Independence Day. I am also excited that Rose, Reaching Our Sisters Everywhere, chose Tulsa for its conference, and as a mother, and they sent the old resume. My daughter's actually 21 now, but and I did breastfeed her. And it was weird because I had a really good friend, and our children were born within 2 weeks of one another. I had a wonderful breastfeeding experience. She had totally the opposite. And so she could not continue to breastfeed. And so I know that is a concern. It was 21 years ago, and I know it still is today. So I really can appreciate the vision for Rose. I have a recognition certificate that I would like to read on behalf of District 1, and I will present that to whomever. Tulsa City Councilor Vanessa Hall Harper in recognition. Whereas Reaching Our Sisters Everywhere, Rose Incorporated was founded to address breastfeeding disparities for communities of color. Rose works to normalize breastfeeding by providing resources and networking opportunities for individuals and communities, And whereas as a national expert and in partnership with communities, Rose Inc. builds equity in maternal and child health through culturally competent training, education, advocacy, and support. And whereas Reaching Our Sisters Everywhere, Inc. seeks to enhance, encourage, support, promote, and protect breastfeeding throughout the United States by working to reduce the breastfeeding disparities among African American women. And whereas Reaching Our Sisters Everywhere, Inc. strengthens the health of African American babies and families through mentoring, training, breastfeeding support groups, social support, outreach, education, legislation, health policies, and social marketing. And whereas Rose are holding their 12th annual Breastfeeding and Equity Summit entitled Health Equity Action for Lactation from June 16th through June 17th, 2023 in Tulsa, Oklahoma, we appreciate and honor the important work of Reaching Our Sisters Everywhere, Inc. Now, therefore, I, Tulsa City Councilor Vanessa Hall Harper, do hereby present this certificate of recognition to Reaching Our Sisters Everywhere, Rose, Inc. So thank you so much. And hopefully I will see you soon down on Greenwood.